100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
No. 280. Two right here. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
See what you got.
Power.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. I got you.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he works free. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Here's Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
That! Block 80!
Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the slats! Watch the slats!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Roethlisberger. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
A 6-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
50.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Orban.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gareon Conley.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Stay with your man.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready? I'm coming for you. You know.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 34. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All right, now, 230.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down.
Start! 180. 58. Come on. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st down, Colts.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Mike is what's go. The 59. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd down and goal. Wilson escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We got this.
Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Easy. Hey, alert.
They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will find his tight end. That's Waller. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Completes it to Hardman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Switch.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
He's 24, 24. He's coming, double up.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Check. You know it. I know he ain't got it. Hey, alert. Check 59. Mike. Mike to 59. Bring it. Mike's 59.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
That 180. All day, just like that. Check 24. Hey, alert. Slam.
Now it's Breida. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That 180. 59. Quarter. Watch the twist. Check. Hey, Alpha.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? That's it. Coming, baby.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They run again with Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Check. Lucky. Alert.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And the Colts
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We go for it.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
36. Monday.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a give to Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 24, Roethlisberger. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Jack 16.
Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Black 30. Mike 58 right there. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And the Colts first down. Matching the ball carrier, Jamie Collins makes the tackle. A gain on the play. First down, Colts.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.